Welcome to Carter's Cove in Newfoundland. It's near Twillingate, where a lot of icebergs congregate. I haven't seen one myself, but my friends are on a boat cruise today, so perhaps they will. So I thought it would be a good time to answer a reader's question. She asked about dealing with family estrangement. Here's what she said. My half-brother, who is older than me, suddenly stopped talking to me almost 2 years ago. It was while I was caring for our mom, and there are inheritance issues that he's unhappy about. Our mom had Parkinson's and passed away last October. I cared for her since 2016. Being ostracized by my brother has killed my soul. I feel mentally unwell. How did you survive when your sister stopped talking to you? So the first thing I did when she decided that she didn't want me in her life anymore was to get counseling, because I felt terrible, and she didn't tell me why she didn't want to speak to me anymore, so I didn't know what I had done wrong. So I was dealing with some sort of a free-floating, I'm a bad person. What did I do? I'm a terrible sister. The counselor helped me see the situation more objectively, so I was no longer in the middle of it, dealing with all the angst and guilt and terrible shame and everything that went along with it. She helped me see that sometimes when someone makes a choice to break up with you or cut you out of their life, it's not always about you. It's often about them. And then the counselor actually even gave me some insight into some possible reasons my sister made the choice. It helped me see the situation more objectively, but it didn't actually heal my heart. I was still extremely hurt and very sad that my sister made that choice. The second thing that really helped me is that I wrote about it a lot in my own personal diary, my journal, and I also blogged about it. I found that helping other people learn how to let go of someone you love or deal with family estrangement helped heal me, because my loss was suddenly for a purpose. It gave me more of a foothold in my own healing, and it actually took me a step further along in the healing process. The third thing that I did that I actually learned more recently is to question my thoughts. So I had noticed when that reader left the comment, she said that it killed my soul. And I would sit with that. I would question that. Like, is it really true that your soul is now dead because your brother stopped talking to you 2 years ago? The other part of the statement was, I feel mentally unwell. And that is a really good thing to question as well. And if it's a persistent problem that something like questioning my thoughts would not help, I would get serious help. Maybe seeing a doctor or somebody who is more specialized and more trained in dealing with mental ill health. And if you're still really struggling with something that happened a couple of years ago and you feel like you're not moving on at all and your soul is dead, then there's a problem there that really needs to be addressed. The fourth thing that helped me cope with my sister's estrangement is realizing that it wasn't just the loss and the pain of missing her. I was also really ashamed and embarrassed to tell people. Like, I thought it directly reflected on who I am as a person, as a sister. If your sister doesn't want you in her life anymore, you must be a bad sister. It took me a really, really long time to deal with that. And I still wonder how I was a bad sister and what I did to cause the estrangement. But it is something that you can just accept and learn to live with, and to know. And this is the fifth thing. This is the most important thing. They have these reasons that make sense to them. And if you really, truly love somebody, then you want them to be happy. And if they feel like not having you in their life anymore is really what they need to be happy and healthy, then the most loving thing that you can do is let them go. True love, like unconditional, selfless love, means wanting the best for the other person, and that means wanting what that other person wants for themselves. So if that person wants freedom and the ability not to speak to you again and to be free from a relationship within you, then if you love that person, then that's what you give them. And you wait. Maybe they come back and maybe they don't. And maybe if they came back, you would find that, you know what, it was better when we weren't talking and when we weren't together, because we fight too much or we're having these problems that we can't resolve. It was actually better to go our separate ways. Oh, and the other thing, the actual very most important thing is that what people say and think about me is none of my business. Not only is it none of my business, it doesn't reflect on who I am as a person. So once I became fully centered and grounded in presence, God, I was able to just let people say and think what they want. If you can let people choose you in their life or choose not to have you in their life, if you can let people say and do what they will about you and just let them have it as their business, their story, then you're going to be able to be happy no matter what. I hope this has helped you cope with any type of family estrangement or breakup, or even letting go of someone you love. I encourage you to take good care of yourself, because you are worth taking good care of, even if that person doesn't want you in their life right now. Mwah!